Welcome to the Navigating State Contracts module. By the end of this module, participants will be able to explain an overview of the state procurement process, initiate procurement steps for prospective vendors and contractors, consider business development programs and opportunities. Doing business with state and local governments can be rewarding for many companies, but there are a few things that should be in place before jumping into the marketplace. For example, government entities only issue contracts to established businesses that are fully qualified to deliver the goods or services being sought. That means the company needs to have a business plan that supports its involvement in government contracting and substantiates its ability to perform. Potential government customers must also perceive value in what your company has to offer, even though your original target audience may not have specifically included state or local government customers. In addition to making sure your business is established, government contracting personnel will also be looking to see if the company has the financial resources to deliver as promised if awarded a contract. Contractors should plan on having at least 90 days of working capital before bidding on a contract. When working with the government, contractors begin incurring expenses as soon as they start their proposal. Once the contract is awarded, contractors will incur additional expenses buying supplies, setting up systems and equipment, and hiring personnel. Even though they are incurring expenses, contractors will not be able to invoice their government customer until well into the performance period or upon final delivery. Once invoiced, most government contracts include 30-day payment terms. It is important that you have a plan to sustain your business during this period. State and local governments may require a company to be bonded, depending on the industry. A performance bond ensures that the company will meet its contractual obligations. A payment bond may also be required to ensure that the company pays its suppliers and workers. A third element government customers will be looking at is how smoothly your company operates. Does it have the administrative capacity to handle the additional workload? An accounting system capable of the record-keeping and reporting required under a government contract? And a quality assurance plan that is rigorous enough to ensure that the goods or services delivered meet government standards. Finally, you'll need to be able to show that the company has the experience needed to successfully fulfill the terms of the contract. Past performance can be established through contracts successfully completed for private sector customers, subcontracts the company has delivered on, and contracts successfully completed for other government entities. Companies without past performance will find it difficult to compete for government contracts against their more experienced peers. This is why having a comprehensive business plan that includes non-government customers is important for any business's success. To review, before jumping into the marketplace for state government contracts, you must have a strong business plan and value proposition that establish your business as a potential vendor, the financial resources to carry out the work, sufficient operational capacity, and proof of past performance. All of these prerequisites contribute to establishing a company as a qualified government contractor. Success in the government contracting marketplace begins with understanding who is involved in the procurement process. You'll need to know which government customers to target: state agencies, community colleges, public universities, public and charter schools, or county and municipal governments. Which of these might have a need or problem for which your company offers a solution? Get to know the needs and expectations of end users, purchasing officers, and North Carolina's Division of Purchasing and Contract. All of these have a say in the procurement process and in determining whether a contractor has, when all is said and done, fulfilled its contractual obligations. There are several different ways in which government entities in North Carolina procure goods and services, depending on the size of the purchase. The procurement process becomes more rigorous and involved as the size of the purchase increases. Goods and services under $2,500 can be purchased using a Purchase Order Procurement Card, or P-Card, without going through a traditional procurement process. Buyers may obtain multiple quotes from vendors and make their purchase with the vendor that offers the best price. At the next couple of levels, eQuote comes into play. It's an electronic system that enables government entities in North Carolina to request and accept quotes from registered contractors. Any purchase in excess of $10,000 goes through a full procurement process in which potential contractors submit bids for simple goods and services or proposals for complex ones. IFBs or RFPs are posted to the North Carolina Interactive Purchasing Systems, or NCIPS. Procurements in excess of $10,000 are advertised on North Carolina's Interactive Purchasing System. It enables you to search for requests for bids or requests for proposals that your company may want to respond to. It also lets you know how many bidders competed for a particular contract and what company it was awarded to. The Interactive Purchasing System is integrated with the electronic portal used by companies registered with the state as vendors. Once prospective contractors have ensured they are prepared and understand the basic procurement processes, there are a couple of actions any company needs to take in preparation for entering the government contracting marketplace. The first is to register to use the North Carolina Vendor Portal and with eQuote. Once you're registered, you're ready to begin responding to IFBs and RFPs. Preparing a bid or proposal is typically a team effort that requires reading the instructions carefully and following them to the T. And make sure the offer is signed by an authorized company representative. You'd be surprised at how many companies get disqualified for lack of a signature. This is the login screen for North Carolina's Vendor Portal. Here you can register your company and enter the system to begin bid applications. And this is what you'll see when you're registering your company with eQuote, the system that lets you identify government contracting opportunities and submit bids or proposals. When you use the Interactive Purchasing System, be sure to read the instructions for vendors carefully. Your bid will be rejected if it does not follow submission guidelines. As you check all of the details, make sure you have noted the correct contact for your bid. Finally, make sure to sign your bid, including up-to-date contact information. There are several programs aimed at helping eligible companies compete for state contracts. North Carolina aims to award 10% of contract dollars to companies certified as historically underutilized businesses, or hubs. These are small, minority, or woman-owned businesses that have not always enjoyed equal procurement opportunities. The State Department of Transportation has similar participation goals for its own certification programs. DBE, or Disadvantaged Business Enterprise Certification, is granted to companies that meet specific criteria, establishing them as socially and economically disadvantaged. Small Business Enterprise, or SBE certification, gives smaller companies the opportunity to participate in Department of Transportation construction projects. The SPSF certification serves the same purpose for small professional services firms. Certifications create opportunities, but they do not guarantee that a company will be awarded a contract. Companies holding these certifications must still meet all eligibility criteria and be both fully qualified as competitive as well as fully responsive to all IFB or RFP requirements. The potential for a rewarding experience is there for companies that have what it takes not only to compete for government contracts, but also to deliver on them. All it takes is one success to establish your company as a true competitor in the world of government contracting. Here are some websites where you can find additional information to help your company get into North Carolina's government contracting marketplace. Thank you for participating in this course. We hope you move into the government marketplace with actionable advice on securing state contracts.